Alright, so welcome back to Can We Survive the Moon? So today I think we're gonna work on the plumbing, especially underground. So let's get started. Alright, so our storage is good to go. We have all the storage we can have here and it should fill up pretty quickly. We do have the power and potentially all the necessary hydrogen, I would say. Do we have hydrogen stored? We have hydrogen stored here, just a tiny bit. And yes, this can be changed with a control panel instead of a cap. I remember there was some kind of panel that works out, and you guys were mentioning it as well, that can kind of work as a hatch. Was this one? Access panel, I believe. Yes, it is this one. We can do it this way, if that's the upwards way. Don't know for sure, but we'll leave it as that. Yeah, that should be it. Now we can open it and access the port if we need to. So that would be useful at any given time. So thanks for that. I totally forgot it wasn't called a cab, it was the access panel, so that worked out really well. This whole station more or less needs to go, and we got to do some dedicated stations and things like that. So multiple things to do here. One is plumbing, obviously. It's gonna be underground plumbing, and we can get this all welded up. We still have to plan for the control tower in terms of how we're getting up there if we don't have a jetpack. And once we're up here, what we're gonna do here. Obviously up here, we should have put antenna situation up here. That would be nice, but that can wait as well. And it's a low little control tower. It's not too bad, but every little station should be getting some kind of connection, and we can close up like the storage and everything like that. But I think today we're going to focus on doing a little bit of plumbing on the ground, because we need to get plumbing done, especially for the control tower. So the control tower, yeah, we probably have to plumb from underneath and go upwards. Whether it's going to be on the corner right here to go upwards or right down the middle. Probably on the corner would be a little bit better. And all the plumbing needs to be done throughout here as well. I don't know how I'm going to do it, but it's going to have to be done. So, for an example, plumbing here is fine. The hab station or the living quarters, we don't need to plumb anything up here because there's nothing that needs to be plumbed except for the vent over there. So what we probably got to do is just gonna get a bit of underground plumbing done here. But where else do we need underground plumbing? So it could be here too, because this is where the refineries and everything is connected. But how much of it are we keeping is another question, right? So if we're not gonna keep it for too long here, but we probably still want to get a plumbing job done there anyways. So maybe we do keep that going as well. More or less, yeah. We should be okay to do that. So we could start plumbing it by going through down here with a drill system. I would prefer to do a drill system just to keep it kind of aligned with the blocks and everything like that. So we're gonna have to drill underneath here so that we can get under here somehow. How low do we want to get the plumbing done? We probably want to get down to be one. Let me see if I can just map this out a little bit. I'm going to say one here, one there, and one here. That's about 3 blocks down. So we want to do maybe the 4th or 5th block down is our lowest point. So there is our lowest point, and we got to climb up a little bit and drill upwards. So how we're going to focus on doing that, I have no idea. But we're going to try and do that. So we can create a bit of a tunnel system straight from here all the way down up to about here-ish as our underground piece. So I'm going to do GPS. This is going to be an O2H2. So then that way I can see it there. Ooh, did they change that? I didn't even realize that. Little armband thing has some kind of graphics on it. Interesting. Probably was there the whole time, just didn't realize it. I know where that hole is, so yeah, we're gonna do that. So basically, I'm thinking, let's put a piston here. Why can't I access the port here anymore? That's so weird. right, so we're gonna add this piston here, which is probably, let's just call this the V2 for now. Okay, then we extend this one out. We might even be able to extend it all the way out, so that's gonna be a problem. Can we? If we can't, then we need to drill down a little bit here. So we can collect some stone and such. Do we need to? I think we probably do. No. We are good, actually. Alright, that's actually perfect. Hopefully it doesn't impede with my building here, so let's just see. For now, I'm just going to use a conveyor tube or pipe for now. Okay, now I don't think we're going to be able to get down further than this here. So we got one. Yeah, we can't. There's a bit of a problem there. Get rid of that problem. So we said 1, 2. More problems here. Okay, 1, 2. Problem there. We said 1, 2, 3, 4, and this is the 5th one. So we're gonna turn it here, basically. And that is gonna be a beginning of our beautiful, beautiful plumbing job. I hope it kind of works out. So let's see. Looks like we have a bit of a problem here and right here. Hopefully that fixed that. Yep, perfect. All right, let's weld all this up. I don't know why we're missing so much materials for this, but we'll go ahead and grab that. So good news is that we're gonna be able to get the iron here, so that's great. Do we want to do a bit of a hinge piece here? Probably should. So we can swing the arm a little bit. Don't know if it's gonna be, you know, a good idea, but we're probably gonna end up doing that. So okay, looks like for the time being we're gonna have to do without it because we can't fit what's it call it there. Can't fit another piston. So can we even fit a drill system then? Probably not, right? Nope. So where's the problem with the drill? It's right over here. So we're just gonna scrap that with the drill. Alright, so let me get some power mats and get that going. And the good news is that it's gonna fill our pockets with a little bit of iron. Actually, I feel like we didn't go low enough, did we? 1, 2, 3. That's the 4th one. Did I mess that up? Alright, completely botched that one up with counting. Probably need to go back to school. If that's the case. Okay, now we're good to go here. So, a little cramped here, but should be okay. Okay, so we'll just turn this drill on. Then we get the stone and iron and get the plumbing going. And we can reverse this one. We can go a little bit slower if we need to. Let's just say 0.3. Just in case. And then that way we get our iron and stone. Everything we need. Refinery's working overtime, I guess. We also do have the power, so we could work with the speed mod if we want to. That's basically just going to drain our power source pretty quickly. Ooh, this thing's like hitting me in the head. Okay, so that is basically straight into it. And we just got to go up, I guess, as long as we're within the vicinity of it. They're gonna like maneuver everywhere, so maybe we should put some kind of hinge or something like that to kind of maneuver a little bit more as well. I mean, probably easier to do some kind of right-click drill action to make a bigger hole, but I kind of don't want to do that, so I can gather the iron here. You obviously put more drills if we need to. That's also an option. All right, let's turn that off for now. Let's just see how far we got. So in terms of the O2H2, I think we're okay. So that means we may or may not have to do an upwards drill as well. So if we put in like a hinge, we can make it go upwards, but to a point. I don't want to make I want to make it as straight as possible, but also don't want to hand drill up to the wrong spot as well. Oh, there's a bit of a hole here. I didn't even realize that. Yes, we did this a while back. Where is that leading to? That looks like it leads to here, actually. So that's not too bad. So we're slightly off from the O2H2, I think. I mean, it looks like it's just straight up here. So if I right-click drill or left-click drill, it should be fine. Yeah, I think the best bet is to kind of maneuver it all so we get more spacing here, I think. For the plumbing, I mean, we could cut up a pretty big ton of this whole section. But how ideal is it? Probably not that ideal, so let's see how this is gonna work. A hinge is probably our best bet right over there. So, yeah. Just to get things as straight as possible and aligned. So I just put a hinge here like so. And then we can put our drill system right over here. Yeah, that should work okay. The only thing is we should add, and then we do already have it, a turret controller right here. So, shoot, the hinge right here. What is it called? Hinge should be at this one. Should be this one. So this is the plumbing drill road hinge. So let's just leave it as that. That's fine. Oh, one of the turret controllers. We'll use 2. So this is gonna be the plumbing one. And we're just gonna do the azimuth in terms of left and right. And we do the plumbing drill, plumbing hinge here like that. I think so. Oh, geez, I gotta pick the drill name. So this is gonna have to be called plumbing drill or drill plumbing. Then the custom turret controller here, you can use that drill specifically. And that's about it. All right, cool. And of course, we need to add some kind of helm system right here so it's easy to see and control everything. Or even put a camera down as well. So if we have to, we'll put a camera here. A helm is the better situation in terms of cockpit. We'll throw that right over here. Missing displays. Let's just produce a display, please. We should make more displays just in case, I think. Okay. Done. And I had 1% of power left too. The camera, top mounted camera. This is for plumbing. I'm just gonna say everything plumbing in this case. Okay, so then we get the plumbing items here. So here's our view. Nope, we want view. Do we want the plumbing drill to be on off? Yes. Only because I would prefer it to collect instead of right click drilling in this case. For now at least. We control that plumbing one. I think we're good to go. So the hinge, it is what it is. So the plumbing turret controller, we gotta set also to be, let's just say 1. We don't go too fast. All right. So hit control. And it is, of course, opposite of everything. So the turret control for plumbing is going to be -1 in this case. I think it's just the azimuth that we have anyways. That should be -1, but yeah. So control it now. Yep. Left and right. That's perfect. And we can view it from here. Oop, that's a bit too close. So that's fine. All right. So we can do this slowly to the right just to kind of gather as much as we can this way. Can we add the piston name here? This is gonna be plumbing. So can we add the plumbing one here to reverse? I hope so. Yep. Okay, so we put that in and reverse. So that's how we're gonna dig out a bit of a hole here. I mean, it's not gonna be lengthwise matching up with the straight on one, but we'll make a bit of a hole here. Alright, so we made it all the way up there. We can put the camera view so we don't break everything. Actually, you know what? We are extending a little bit further because we put the hinge, so that's a block more forward. So we'll slowly do this so we don't break anything. And at the 1 speed is good for this motion because I'm using my mouse to move left and right in this case. So this should be okay. And if we want to get out of this view, we're actually not doing too bad. And then we can retract it and gather all that stone and maybe some iron along the way, which is looking good. The only thing we could have added was probably another hinge to go upwards. We may have to go upwards. We may have to. Not completely sold on doing that just yet, but more or less what we're doing now is just drilling. Just to get more mats, which we need as well. So, ton of iron here. So we're at least collecting that since we decided not to do anything about it in the beginning. So let's just keep on sweeping a little bit here. Just a tad. I don't think I could get everything here unless I right-click drill, but we should be okay here. And once again, here's a trick. Hold left click. And, oop, actually, no, we can't do this. So the custom turret controller prevents me from going into my inventory. But there you go, that works. So the previous trick is hold left click, go to inventory, but I can't go into my inventory, but you hold left click, hit F5, but escape. That worked too. So you don't have to keep holding down that left click if you don't want to. Alright, we are hitting the wall right over there. So we're gonna ignore that. So let's just quickly move on to this side of the wall. Let's see how far we can dig without hitting the wall. Oop, we are hitting the walls, which it does not like that. And let's see. So the problem now begins is all this right here, because that's where the hinge is pivoting. And of course it did not like that spot because of the pivot point. So we just drilled that out for now. So at least it can pivot a little bit better, I guess. Yeah, that should work a little bit better. Yep, looks like it's fine. And honestly, you don't need that trick because you can just toggle on and off with the drill system anyway. Oh. Yeah, that does happen. Okay, so we're gonna have to add that hinge back because we just broke it. Unfortunately, I pushed a little bit too hard, which I shouldn't have done that, but it's fine. Gotta put that drill back on because, ooh, nope, that did not work out. Do I still have control over it? Yes, I do. Okay, perfect. We'll put that there. Get this welded back up. Little bit unfortunate I broke it, and it's not my first time breaking these things, so it's a constant battle that I always have with these things. I tend to just break it for no apparent reason. Alright. Production needs to be increased here. So we need probably more steel plates and everything like that. But I think we need more large steel tubes, small steel tubes, motors. Those are the big ticket items. And then displays, we can make 100. We rarely use that. But let's just say 2,000 of those. Right there in terms of construction components, interior plates, and the rest there. I'm pretty sure we need some girders too eventually. So I'll just populate that and some windows. Let's just do 5 for windows or bulletproof glass. Okay, so that's all fixed up. And hopefully, nope, we can't really do anything with it because it's using a new drill. So this one needs to be renamed, unfortunately. Okay, I gotta be a little better with this. So now the drill or plumbing, where's the plumbing one? Plumbing items here. Turn on off. We more or less don't need a camera, so I'm not worried about that too much. Oh, what's interesting is that the current control is not using it right now, so I can just freely do this. Alright, so we could just extend it that way. And there you go. So we don't need to put the drill system attached to the current controller. So that makes it better, actually. So, my mistake. Okay, we'll let that go. And it seems like the O2 H2 generator plumbing is right up there. So I gotta figure that out in a second. So basically, if I could, I would keep swinging arm a little bit more. If I can. Just gotta be really careful with this. I'm not breaking it again because it's a pain in the butt to put all this back together. How much of that can I push to the left? Probably not too much, right? Because I think right here is going to be a problem. Kind of, but kind of not, looks like. So maybe we'll push it to a certain limit. Obviously, if I hear it kind of clanging out, I should pull out. Okay, I think that's against the wall, right? Not really. Definitely keep going to get the rest of that stone on the wall there. Yep. Looks like that's not a problem. Gotta go slowly. So can I use my arrow keys to do this? Yes, I can. Just to go slow. I'm afraid to break. I should have put a camera there so you can see a little bit better, but pushing it ever so slowly with my arrow keys here. Instead of using a mouse, I'm using a left click basically, or a left arrow key. And just trying to get this to be close to 9. Oop. It did not like that. Again, I was trying to get it to be about 90-degree turn here. Or angle with the hinge. If I can. I feel like I just gotta reduce the torque maybe to make this work a little bit better. And that seems to be it. Should be 90-degree right there. Yep, perfect. So 90-degree right there. I'm gonna pick up whatever's on the stone here if necessary. So plenty of iron right here. Did I just see a pixel? What was that in my face? Oh, just me kicking up dust. Alright, so let's see here. Our storage should be fine. I mean, we've probably filled up maybe 1 tank or so. Yeah, not really. That's fine. Alright, we're getting a lot of iron. Tons and tons of iron, it looks like, which is great. 200 something right over there. Our other problem is going to be power. Looks like we got, yeah, pretty decent. 2 hours here, 1 hour here. Okay. The reason why I curved it is so I could just kind of like go with the design plans and kind of follow along here. So basically, it would be kind of like this in a way to follow along. I'm hoping the O2H2 is directly above. It doesn't seem like it is directly, but this is the opportunity where we can potentially use our hand drill to go upwards, which is not going to be the perfect design going upwards, but it should be okay. And what we probably want to do also is a right-click drill, just to boost it up a little bit better. But yeah, I'm not really good at this because I tend to not be perfect with this in terms of lining everything up perfectly with the hand drill and going up and flying with a jetpack. So it would be better if I had a drill going upwards, obviously, but we don't. So, and we don't have much room to do that, so I'm not going to do that. I'm going to try to line these up as perfectly as possible. I mean, I was hoping that I could just line it up and put a grid down here. So that could work as well. So just put a grid on the floor is more or less what I want. Yes, it can. All right, perfect. So we can get rid of these. We don't have to worry about that. So that should align with whatever's up there, I think. Right? So I could put it... Why can't I put one up here? That's... Oh. That's why. Because it wasn't attached to anything. Alright, so if it's attached to here, then we should be able to do it. Because it's like a station, more or less. Okay. Perfect. So we did it this way. At least we can go upwards that way. Actually, I'm curious to think. More or less, if we want to drill upwards like that, we can probably use a passageway, potentially. Passage 3. Let's see if this is gonna work. So basically, we put it like this. Or like this. And we'll drill upwards, so at least we know exactly how we're drilling this thing. It'll be like that. And we don't have to weld it up or anything like that, but at least we have a focus, but now the problem is, how do I put one down if I'm underneath it? Does this work? This does work. And that's just me pressing B to change the free placement mode, gravity, alignment, placement, or local grid placement. So that kind of works. So then it gives me an idea of where to drill. So I like that idea. That actually works out pretty neatly. So if I feel like I'm going a little off grid of it, so we could just back it up and just double check everything. I'm just doing a bit of a right click drill here. Oop. It broke. Oh, the passage. That's fine. Not a big deal. So underneath here is a sci-fi wall. So let's see if I cut this down. What do we see here? What is that? That is a conveyor junction. I hope this is not going to do anything in terms of cutting anything off. Okay, so we are very close to our main point. I think we want to plumb over here. The O2H2 gen is actually attached to this conveyor junction, I believe. There we go. So we exposed that, which is fine. This could be probably put back together. All right, so that's good. So we can get rid of some of these. I'm gonna leave that one block there for now, so I know on where we are and what we're looking at in the case of plumbing to the right hand side and everything like that. But that does work, using a passage to kind of guide us through. So that worked out pretty well. So more or less I did mess up. So it should be right over here for the plumb. All right, perfect. So now we just got to get enough mats for some plumbing. So just basically pipes, basically. Yeah, we just do that. Okay, so piping, what I want to do here is we're just going to bring it down as low as we can, probably up to where we are now, which is the 5th one below, right? That looks like, not really. But this should be more than fine to put it right here and turn it there, I think. Should be. Alright, gotta make some room for me to weld this one up. Well, oh, looks like we're out of motors for whatever reasons. Wow, no motors. So we're gonna have to do some production here first. And hopefully get some motors. Okay, so didn't realize how long this is gonna take to do all this, but it's taking quite some time. Alright, so does this align with that? It does align with it. That's good. We should be fine. So we're gonna connect it to another underground base. I'm gonna do this for now. I'm gonna put a, not that. I'm gonna put conveyor pipe junction here, and I'll just throw in a bit of a steel plate right over here if I can. Ooh, okay, so it doesn't necessarily match up specifically, but close enough. There we go. So this is our underground plumbing right over here. And obviously, and honestly, we put hydrogen underneath here too, just to protect it. More or less like a gas station, as somebody mentioned in the comments as well. So we could do that here. So we're about 1, 2, 3, and this is the 4th one, which is fine. It's a good gap between the flooring and everything like that. So looks like the next piping job is towards this way. So we can open it up a bit with this drill right over here. The only thing is that we just need to bring it back a little bit. So we gotta be careful how we're gonna bring this back. I think that would do. Shouldn't be too bad. Will it knock out that little nub over there on the left right there? Do a little bit of wiggle with the drill. Yep, that's gonna do that. Let's just flatten that out if we can. Perfect. And it's gonna break on the wall potentially. We're just gonna have to move it out a little bit. And we're gonna retract or ooh. Okay, that was a bit scary. Okay, so that system. This system doesn't like that right there. Ooh. Yeah, it definitely didn't like that. Alright, so if I look straight at the piping, here's right into the piping. Alright, perfect. So that looks like it's okay. Okay, so what we can do here is drill out more from here forward just to get a little bit more space. I think that'll work. And plus, why not? So we can get a little bit more mats as well. But once we get too close, it might be a bad thing. So let's just not get too close. Let's see what happens. Move this a little bit. Angle it a little to the right if you can. Hit that 90. Oh, no, that's fine. Don't know when it's going to hit that conveyor junction pipe. If we look good, that's not doing that or doing any damage to it right now. Oh, I may have just hit it just there. Yep. That's the extent of it. So whatever degrees that's at is what we want to avoid. And if we go straight 90-degree angle here, we should be able to do that as well. Slowly using my arrow key to move right. Hit that 90-degree. And looks like that should be it. And I'm just going to continue to drill a little bit more, as much as you can. And we just turn that off for now. Alright, perfect. Alright. We could probably bring this back, I believe. Maybe. I could be wrong. Let's see how it works. A little bit scared about right there. Where it's not. I think that's just closest to me. Yeah, that might not work out. So we might need to get this thing like this in order to get that out of the way. Let's see. Is it in the way? Not in the way? I can't really tell. Getting really close to it, so I'm gonna angle it a little bit better. Just a tiny bit, if we can. And of course I broke it. Just a minor little tap. Jeez. Oh, jeez. Okay, the plumbing hinge needs another head. And luckily it's creating these boxes, because without these boxes, I think it would have seen a big old explosion of stone and everything like that, which would have wrecked everything. A bit of clang. Oh, I just found some old tools that I had after respawning. Should really put that somewhere else. So yeah, we got a little more space now to work with, which is great. And then we want to go up this way, or closer to that way, which is fine. So we want to get up to right around here. So we do. Let's see, can we change the GPS marker here? So can we grab this one to like this? Oh, I guess not. So, okay, never mind. I was hoping that it creates a new GPS pointer with the same name, but we can use this one. It's fine. All right, so this is taking longer than I expected, obviously, but we'll get this plumbing done shortly. All right, get the passage ready. Get some interior plates ready. We just need plates, I think, or interior plates. So where's the plate? That should be fine. And once again, we could just do kind of like this. Oh, why can't we place it there? That's interesting. It just doesn't like that, huh? So we'll just throw it here. So then, does that mean we can make a passageway now? Yes. Okay. So obviously we don't want to do that, actually. We want to put it here first. The passageway this way. So then we can walk the lines there and drill past, but didn't realize I should have made it upside down, actually, huh? For now, I should probably put it upside down so then I can walk on it. Yeah, should have done that. So then we can definitely walk past it. Here we go. So now we get a nice little drilling session going. So we get duck down, right click, and go forward. And this is more or less straight enough for what we need. So better than constantly using our drill or building a new drill system. So this kind of works out okay. So we're going to keep going straight this way, following the passage. As long as we're getting a fairly straight line. Doesn't have to be perfect, obviously, but as long as we get some decent straight line, which is kind of going through the passage or lining up to the passage. Just kind of looks like a nice little trench. And there is the up. Okay, so maybe we drill one more passage. I mean, we could always use more space, so right there. I mean, I think we're above it already, right? I mean, we just got to figure out when it slows down the distance marker. So if I look up here and move forward, oop, that's not exactly what I wanted. Let's just place some more here first. Okay, so where are we in terms of the marker? So 12.5. Oh, and it slows down right over 0.3 right here. So it's either on this block or the next one. I think it's this one actually, because I was touching it but didn't get too close to it. So that should be fine. Alright, we'll just cut this one open a little bit because we're probably gonna have to go this way anyways. Yeah, we're gonna have to go this way anyways to get to the next point as well. So we'll just put a passage over here. Break that down. Perfect. So where's that 0.3, 0.3, 0.4? Here. So we want here to have a passage going up if we can. So that would be like this. Right? Then we'll do upwards this way. And go forward. It's a slow process, but I think this works out pretty well in terms of getting what we want to get to. So right there, I see the port. But we probably can't put any piping down yet, right? Doesn't necessarily look like it. Okay, so we see the port, so that's exactly where we want to be. There we go. So that opens it up. And this is the O2H2, right? Yep. Perfect marker because our marker is right there. So we could do another plumb system right down here. So we just do a conveyor pipe. Get rid of this passage and this one. And up to here, we're going to have to do something as well. So let me put this towards the bottom right there. So we have a platform there. Because this one is technically going to be the conveyor junction, I think. Yes. Right here is the junction. So we just got to keep piping from there. Okay. Let's get what we need, which is a whole bunch of piping material. All right. So that's going this way. And that's the last one's going to be the junction. Yeah, so right here would be our junction. And that's more or less just for emergencies. Yeah. More or less for emergencies so we can connect it as we go. Why can't I put this here? Oh, jeez. I think this is in the way. It should be okay. Yeah, I'm not too worried about that. Oop. Something just went right through the ground. Which I do believe it was a steel plate. But should be fine. I'm gonna put that underneath right there. We don't need to weld it, but whatever. That's a underground piece. All right, so now we kind of need to get around. So, should right click drill. Not with this left click drilling business. Okay, just so we can get around just a tiny bit. Okay, so that needs to connect to this. So we gotta get rid of these trench-like things. Okay, so we move this. I like this look actually. It's pretty cool when we leave these here. But it does have to go for the time being so I can make the pipes. So here we go. We're gonna put that in there and grab some more piping. I'm gonna use regular pipes like this. So that's gonna be good. Okay. So we just connect this throughout here, basically. And good to go. Weld these up. So the main point of operations is good to go. I think the main point of operations where we have now, we should probably convert that to a power station. Because the main thing that we can't really move is the battery. Everything else could be moved with no problem. So that might be the better idea. Instead of keeping that as like the assembly and refining bay, which we need to make a nice one for that as well. So everything's going to build and surround the control tower, basically. Okay. So we have that here set. Nope, didn't get this one done. All right, now we are good to go in terms of connecting from our main base, which is right over here. It looks like it's connected to the O2H2, right? Or so. Yeah, it should be. And it connects to here. And luckily, I didn't break the floor too much, because then you see a little bit of a hole there. So we're good there. That's plumbed there. And then we need to plumb into here. Okay, that's a bit more work to be done. So we're going to continue and do what we did before. Yeah, use the passageways, get through as much as we can. So I would suggest or say we would end right over here. I believe. Yeah, right here. So we're going to just do a GPS pointer here. Get rid of this one. Right? So GPS pointer here, and then that's when we go towards this side here. This pointer is going to be 2 blocks from the hole. Ooh, I just realized something. I don't believe there's a port for these on the ground. So that's not good. Shoot. No, that's fine. Because honestly, I was planning to do... Yeah, that's fine. I was planning to make it pipe outwards anyway. So the look here would have been like this through the wall. Maybe not this, but let's see here. Conveyor junction first, and then a C pipe this way, and pipe it on the ground like that. So that's what I was going for initially. So looks like we might need to convert that one piece up there. So we need to convert this into a conveyor junction for now. Yeah, that'll work. Get the piping right over here to be a C shape, and then we'll bring this piping down this way. And I guess when I kind of get up here, I gotta be really, really careful that we don't break the ground too much. I might have to maybe potentially right-click drill here. So yeah, the connector is... This is where I want to connect everything, to be honest. Like so. But they're not like too in to the ground, so definitely gotta be careful of how to break the ground on the bottom. So if we see it a little bit, we just gotta back off of it. And it's likely gonna be a left-click drill situation. So there's that. All right, so let me get rid of GPS pointer 3 because we don't need that here. We need it closer. So right there. So we can connect to this. That'll be perfect. And then we can get rid of all this craziness here. So we gotta dig to GPS pointer 2 here, and then 3 in that way. So what's the best way to do this? Well, we need to get some energy first before we go crazy. Okay, so it's a slow process if I keep doing it with the passages, but why don't I just do it a piston and just drill forward that way. That would have been a little bit easier. So that is pretty far away. So I think for now we'll throw in a few more passages. So we have enough space for a piston and a drill, and then we go from there. But I think the whole piston and drill system is lengthy enough. Um, yeah, how lengthy is that? It's pretty lengthy, I think, to get that kind of going as well. So there's still that. All right, let's put that there and that there. Perfect. So we can at least stand on something. Let's get our passage, which we wanted to do like so. All right, so we just gotta be careful here. So let me do a better key binding here. So I'm gonna do a drill right here, and we want the passage right over there. So passage, whatever that passage is. Because usually when I walk straight and cut through, I have a problem where I cut too much. No, I cut a little bit left, right, up, and down, so I'm not really like fully centered or so. This is helping with the passage. It's not fully centered, but at least it's still better than kind of freehanding and curved down too much, which is not gonna be fun. But here is what we have here. So look, a drill should be about what, 2, 3 long, was it? In terms of blocks, yeah, 1, 2, 3 long, and then a piston is about the same, right? Two long. So we need 5 blocks forward. So we should say about 5 to 6 passageways forward. So we only got 1, 2, 3, 4, and here's your 5th. So we could start potentially putting the drill system here. But if we want to be on the safe side, let's just say, here. Because yeah, doing this quite timely in terms of hand drilling like this. So we can get rid of these. We'll leave that here. A little bit of a hole. Okay, perfect. So we can do a piston here if we are able to. Looks like we are, but we're not going to be able to get back. So we need to make a little bit of space. There we go. Yep, perfect. All right. So we get all the parts for this. And that's why I kept this drill system here so I can grab from it. Technically, I could put a cargo container down here, a small one, as well. And that way it'll be easy to just to grab it from there instead of doing this craziness. But we're also doing this once again so that we can get some more stone and mats and everything like that. Cannot draw large steel fuse wire. Alright, there we go. Alright, here we go. Here's a drill system on a piston, so just to get a little bit further in, and we can go as far in as possible. It doesn't really matter in this case. Where is that right there? Let's just see. 0.3. Not 3. Right, that went a little fast, but it kind of worked out okay. Didn't cause too much of an issue. And how far in is it gonna go? Pretty decent. Do we right click drill? I mean, I'll make a big hole, but not that significant, I think. And we are still pretty far a ways away. So we could probably add another piston if we really, really have to. So we are super, super far away. So with that extension, how many pistons can we build now? So we could build a ton more pistons, or 2 more pistons. We could drill a lot further in, so that's what we probably should go for. So basically, here's a piston. We look like we can add maybe another piston. And then a drill. I hope. Yes. Almost perfect. Awesome. The only thing I really do hate is having to constantly rebuild the drill. I always gotta make like 1 or 2 passes just for me to carry all the necessary items for it. Here the inertia is not on, everything's shaking, so that's not good. All right, there we go. So, wish I had this all lined up a little bit better, so all the panels could be in one spot. The point 3, you go. Getting there, ever so slowly, but we are getting closer and closer to our point, which is exactly what we wanted. Oh, I saw outside somehow. Am I not deep enough anymore? Stuck our head out somehow. All right, so that's point. That's good. Extension. Next one. This one. You're gonna do the same thing. You're gonna go 0.3. And you're gonna keep on trucking forward as much as possible. Although we probably don't need it because I think we're lined up pretty decently. No, we're not. Okay, so we're gonna have to keep going this way. And we are a few meters down, so let's see what that's gonna look like. Ow, 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 ow. Okay, we are pretty... No, we're pretty low from the ground. Yeah, a little cheese there, but that kind of works out okay. We're 8 meters deep. 8 meters deep. That's how deep we are. Okay, so I think we're getting close to the GPS pointer. We are roughly above it, so it should be right around here. It's good enough, but to me, it's not good enough. To me, I want it to go a little bit further. So obviously, this thing is gonna go forward once more. And we don't have to do that, but might as well do it. Get all the stone, get a bigger tunnel going, so then we can go ahead and plumb other stuff later down the line as well. So let's get a passageway situation here and some steel plates for now. So we're gonna have to find out where it's gonna stop a little bit. Nope, I'm going too far. So where is the point of stoppage? Right here. 8.3. Right here, it looks like. So can I put this on the ground to align with everything else? Does that align with where it's supposed to be? I hope so. Alright, so we don't need these pistons anymore. I think we're good. We're putting pipes here anyways. Oop. See, we're stuff in here. Yeah, we're putting pipes and stuff in here anyways, so we need to extend a piston later down the line. We have the opportunity to do so. It's very cramped here. And I'm just jetpacking everywhere, so that's wonderful. So we just need a whole bunch of pipes. So regular pipes. Let's just queue all this up here. Grab what we can. Okay. Pipes galore. We're gonna do right here. Straight down all the way to the point that we want it to be. And I think it's right over here is our junction point. I think. Hopefully. I'm not wrong here. It would suck if I was wrong, but it looks like the point is right there. 10.9, 11 meters. And 11.2. Yeah, I think that should be it. Hopefully. All right, pipes complete. Let's get a little bit of a drill thing here going. I may need to get some steel plates, I believe. Well, we can just throw everything in there for now. Get some steel plate and interior plates. So we can build out passages and everything like that where we need to. Okay, so here is our point of entry right there. Okay, so same thing with the passages, basically. We will do this way. Go forward. Crouch and drill, actually. Let's get some energy as always, which, you know, drilling, welding, all that stuff is going to burn out energy down pretty significantly. Okay, we are within the vicinity of that. So it is 12.3 seems to be the cutoff point. So that would be up here. And we did the GPS pointer a little bit outside of it, was it? And it's a thin area, so that's why we gotta be careful here. Let's see, where are we? We didn't even connect to the control tower either, so we're gonna have to figure that out. We connected. Ooh, luckily, I checked. So it should be a little bit more forwards that way. So let's see. This pointer. Ooh, I don't like that. There's so many pointers. So we want to get, let's see here, 12.3 point. Okay, so it stops at 0.3. That's where the steel plate is. So we want to be like right here, I think. Something like that. And here is here. Okay. Whatever that means. So we probably want to put a passage this away. So then when we're drilling upwards, it should be right here. I think that should do. And when we get a little bit too high up, we probably should stop doing the right click drilling and start doing some left click drilling. So then that way we don't make a big hole. I'm gonna start here actually, do a left click drill. We're pretty up there and I should be able to see the, what's it call it, coming up soon. The pipe, I hope at least. I cannot place it there because there's stone in the way. Alright, so that's terrible. Alright, so where is this pipe? I just blew that up. Yeah, I'm not seeing the pipe. Not great. So I guess we could just keep right click drilling a little bit more. There it is. Pipe right there. That little measly thing. Oof. Alright. That'll be fine. We don't need to make more of a mess. So we're just gonna have to clear this out.
Inventory full.
And we're good here. I wish I could keep this. It could just be the scaffolding as well. It just would be nice to be able to see that whole like passageway instead of all just piping. Like a wall or something like that, which is pretty cool. Right, we can leave that attached to the, what's it call it? Alright, I think all the stone can stay there. We should put some kind of like cargo container down here, I think. If we can. It'll make life easier to move stuff. Or maybe a connector. Probably a connector would be better. Where's the connector on here? 9. Okay. Can we put a connector? We should be able to put a connector. Where can we put it though? Let's see. Let's put it either... Well, we could do it this way. I can't put anything in there, so let's just put it here for now. All right, this is the connector. Then we can move stuff a little bit easier. We don't have to worry about metal grids and everything like that. Okay, so we need to do more pipes here. I guess to fill that up right there. And be able to get everything we need for it. Okay, where's the regular O pipes? And where's the regular O round up? So there's that one. I know there's another one. How far away? So if the storage is connected together, so there'll be 1, 2, and 3. So it should be really close right over here somewhere. To be honest. Let's see. Can we put another passage right here for now? Because we gotta figure out how to connect that as well. We don't need that much connections, obviously, but it would be nice just in case. And this one would be our conveyor junction. Right there. But we need to move out the stupid stone that we left there. Oh, I do have an idea what we can do. So here is going to be basically this walkway on the ground. Not walkway. What am I talking about? The ground steel plates right here, so we can follow along this. If we need to. Oops. Just block myself.
Inventory full.
Basically, if I could put it all down, that'd be great, but can't. Grab some here. How could I use this? This would have worked better. It's a nice little tunnel of space. Here's a corridor with a light. Oh, here's a... Oh, these are nice. And yeah, these are from like this signal package, right? And this has a window, double window, windowed roof. And then you get something that's super narrow for whatever reasons. Narrow with a storage. That really? Yeah, that's storage. And that's about it. Alright, so that kind of works out too. But more or less, probably passage with the wall. So I could do it like this, straight down. That would be cool, right? Or good enough. So then we have a bit of a walkway straight down that way. Should be okay. It's definitely not necessary, obviously. But why not add it anyways? But if we add it, then that means we just gotta clean this up a little bit too, so we can see a little bit more of the passage as well. And of course, me breaking these, just wasting more mats that we don't have. Oh, not passage side. What was I using just now? Passage wall. All right, that's good. All right, so did say we want to have a little bit of a walkway, so there's that. So we could go through the rest over there if we need to, which is back home. But again, that's going to require us to do a lot more drilling on the side here just to kind of get it going. Yeah, that should be good enough. Is there something we can use to do the corner here? Probably not, right? Well, maybe. It was that corner piece. Yeah, so in the case of this, we could just leave it as that and then move it from here. Just gonna add a little bit of things. So either turn the corner here or here. I think here would be better. That would be like that. Yeah, that would work. Okay. That would definitely work, but we just need to open this up a little bit. And that's happened. Alright. There we go. Yep, that would work okay. It's just right here. We could just throw a panel actually like that, so it levels out. Yep, that could work. And we're gonna fix this up. Ooh, okay. Wasting a little bit of mats. Nothing too crazy. I think we're missing one interior plate, to be honest. We could weld this up or not. It's fine. I'd rather kind of get rid of this so I could walk better, but this is still much, much better than what it was before. Let's get rid of this one. Let's put a panel here, actually. Which we should have done previously, but this works fine. Yep, this works fine. Now we go all the way over here until we get to here, which we didn't even pipe this up just yet, because we were messing around with that. Okay, that's done. All right, so what that's gonna do is basically get us all connected to each and every storage container here. But now, at least it allows us to get rid of this one over here, which is great, because this is the floating piece that we didn't care for. Whoops. And yeah, we'll just kind of get rid of all this floating piping. And then I probably will do it off camera, try to connect the rest over there. And this is a wall, so we're going to be adding these. So this is going to just stick out of the wall itself. So that's what the point of the piping is, so is for, to pipe on the ground. Kind of like a water pipe or water pump kind of look, basically. Although it's not pumping any liquid, it's storage and inventory and things like that. So there's a little bit difference in there. But like I said, here more or less I don't know if I want to keep it as a refining station or maybe just a power station for now. Or not now, but eventually, because the battery is going to be a little bit more tougher to move than everything else. So yeah, there's that. Okay, so that's done. I mean, we could keep the pipe up there as a fun little design piece, as like a chimney thing. And we do, was it exhaust? Yes, I haven't played with these for a while. Don't know if it's gonna look good on a pipe. Looks okay. Get that. Let's get that situated. Why not? There you go. Well, I'll probably want to put on a cylindrical column instead of a pipe like that, but you got a little bit of smoke coming out of it already. Either we do that or we do something else. What is there? Car smoke, fire, electrical smoke, white smoke, reactor smoke. That's interesting. Let's just do to do a fire for fun. So we can see a little bit more. Those are blazing flames. Kind of like a chimney, burning out oxygen and hydrogen and things like that. Not really, obviously. Okay, hydrogen's doing good. We got 79%. Not bad. Power-wise, we're doing pretty bad, but I think we burned a lot of power recently. But we still do have the hydrogen engines, so we can always turn that back on. I'm gonna put 100% on there just for now. We still got the sun going that way, so we should be okay. Want to do a quick trip to our neighboring system, our ice collection and production. Did we fill up with all the ice that we need in tanks? Probably not, because we stopped the ice gathering because it's not automated. It's one thing. Do we have a large amount of power in here? Nope. That's not good. Nothing's producing. Our hydrogen, 2 of them are filled. Well, not all filled. Yeah, that's not too bad. Honestly, should be running out of much power, I would think. But yeah, we gotta get back to this as well. That's more or less all behind the scenes type of thing that we need to take care of or off camera. So there's that. But yeah, a little bit more piping on the ground, but at least we got it started and got everything linked together. No more floating pipes and things like that. So hope you guys enjoyed this episode. And of course, if you did, please like and subscribe. And don't forget to drop a comment down below, even to just say hi. And of course, I'll see you guys next time. Oh, a little bit bright in here with the fire, but bye.